Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm at Pruitt, hanging out here on Everyday People Podcast, hitting every podcast app that you use, as well as streaming live on YouTube. But I'm not here alone. Thank y'all for being here, and thank Queen Pruitt for hanging out with us over here in the corner in this bright, sunny day.
It's beautiful.
Bright, sunny day early in the week and everything. So,
it helps to get through Monday, I tell you what.
Yeah, today is Monday. We are recording this a lot earlier than we normally do because it wasn't going to happen otherwise. It wasn't going to happen. That's about the best way that I could put it. But thank y'all for being here. If you're watching live inside of YouTube right now, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, all the stuff those influencers say, the stuff that, you know, that's supposed to work. Appreciate y'all doing that. This is a show where we just sit down, get on these mics and discuss what's going on in the week or the past week or what's on our mind. Literally just everyday life. This is everyday people doing everyday shit. And we even include our live audience from time to time. Like right now, we got Sissy in the house. Yay! We got Ozone Nightmare in the house. We got Cinder Fractal in the house. We got Phyllis Hauser in the house. So, yeah, come on in, join the conversation if you can. Otherwise, just continue to download and share the show with other folks. So, all of the formalities out of the way. Oh, yeah, and then there's also that dude.
He was waiting. He was standing there. He's been holding that ball for a minute, waiting for his turn.
Oh, his camera angle's a little low this time. Oh well.
He's like,
he'll move anyway.
You got to move your head down so you can get in the camera, Biscuit. There you go. Show your face.
He's still learning. He's still learning blocking.
He's not hitting his mark right now.
He's still working at it. Oh, gosh. All right. So, you sitting over there in the corner. What's been going on with you? How's your Monday going?
It is swell. So swell.
It's so hard to get where you're coming from most of the time, but this one actually sounds better because normally when you say it's swell, you sound very sarcastic most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, most of the time you sound very sarcastic.
I didn't know that.
But this time you don't sound
swell.
No,
it depends on how swell I'm dealing.
Oh, I know. I get the gist, but most of the time on the mics I can hear it. It sounds very sarcastic, but not today. That sounds different. So why is it so daggum swell for you?
I've been extremely busy, you guys, in so many ways. Past week was spring break at school, where I had already.
Wait a minute. Spring break means break. Isn't that supposed to be a break? A rest? How the heck are you busy?
Not for super adults.
No, super adults. Okay.
Not for super adults. No, I was busy. I am so happy that I've gotten so much support from all of you with my Plantastic Podheads. I have been busy creating and making all these new little people, and I've been challenged to make a dude. So
interesting.
Yeah. And it was for the sisterhood at first, but now I've got to bring in a dude. So it's interesting. It's making me think. It's making me work hard for it. But I got this. It'll work out. But I've just been creating for everybody, and I'm so it makes me feel so good when people love the product that I created with my hands, because every little rhinestone was put on there with glue, with love from the bottom of my heart. Every rhinestone.
With the rhinestone picker-upper.
Every rhinestone picker-upper. Every stroke with the paintbrush.
And there we go. We wasn't 5 minutes in.
Stroke of the paintbrush. All of it is done with love. And then when people just love it and I know that I did my best. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't like this one. I don't like it, and I cannot sell it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So that happened a couple times.
And that is a bit of the paralysis of artists. Creative artists, they tend to go through that phase. Kind of pause for seconds. We got a super chat come in for $5 from Cinder Fractal. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. And right before that, Ozone Nightmare says, Bills don't take breaks.
Exactly.
God,
super
damn.
adult.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, good point.
Spring
good
break,
point.
all it did was keep me from doing homework and then have to sign into Canvas as much. But
right.
I still had stuff to
You
do,
were still
though.
busy.
I was supposed to, actually. I was supposed to do some homework, but I'm like, it's spring break. What is it? If you still got homework to do, then no.
Whoops, hit the wrong button.
And I'm not going to, after this semester, I'm done with the junior college education route.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to audition for plays there. They have something to come up if I'm still here in this area, but going to school, having to do group work with these kids that I can't relate to on any level, like, no, it's not working out for me. But it's just been really busy, and I'm glad. Like, now for tonight starts tech week for a play at the junior college. It's a student production. I was in a student production when I did.
What do you mean by tech week?
Oh, this is when all of the costuming people, makeup, actors, everyone gets together. We meet each other. We know. Then we get our plan of what's going to happen, because I think we open the first week of April. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm on the crew side of this. I'm makeup lead.
Celebrate on that.
So yeah, I'm makeup lead. So being makeup lead, hopefully I'll just be there to admin and don't really have to do anything. At least that's what it's been in the past.
No.
But they like me, I think. So they keep bringing me back.
Now hitting on the makeup thing, you told me how that came about. Tell me how it came. Tell everybody else how it came about, because I thought it was pretty funny. So.
Oh, when I told them that, I know the student production was coming up, A Trail to Oregon, it's a musical, and I told the directors and the stage manager that I worked with before, it's like, if you need any help with anything, I'm here to help. And they said, okay. So they sent out a sign-up sheet, just a generic sign-up sheet, not for anything in particular. I put my name on the sign-up sheet. Got an email with everybody down there, and it's like, Phoebe Pruitt, makeup lead. Like, what? Whoa!
That wasn't supposed to happen.
I was not. They actually. It makes me think. Do they really actually believe in me like that? Like, it makes me feel good, but then at the same time, I'm like, really? Y'all know what you putting your face in my hands? But it's all good. I'm excited to start tonight, and we'll be. Dress rehearsals and all that stuff. I don't know. I'll find out tonight, but it'll be every night for this week and next week and so on and so forth. That's why we're doing this right now too. One of the reasons.
Now I don't know, but my understanding of dress rehearsal is literally with costuming and stuff. But does that particularly include makeup?
Oh yeah,
I would assume so, because you got the lights and they're testing all of this stuff,
yes,
right? So
everything.
Okay, so you as a makeup pro.
Man. Well, I did a lot of makeup, but I did stage makeup.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of this Trail to Oregon is stage makeup. I don't know anything yet.
Well,
I just, like I said, I signed up. I didn't know if they was going to make me an usher. I thought it was going to be like an usher or something, but this was a surprise to me. Just like when I auditioned for Much Ado About Nothing, I went in there to audition for the maid.
Oh yeah, and they came out with the lead.
These same group of people these same group of people were like, "No, we want you to do this part." Like, what? So here we are.
That's hilarious.
They're really cool though. I like them.
Dang, I just lost my thought.
Oh no, not you.
Wow, I just lost my
It's
thought.
okay. We'll skip on to the next one. Braces off, done with school. Almost. I have my orthodontist appointment is this in April. It's coming up soon.
Okay, so a couple more weeks at least.
And I hope that they will be taking them off and leaving them off so that I can get on the other side of this here industry I'm in. I lose some weight.
I know what I was saying. What I was going to say. So you were saying you're done with the JC education and wanting to go ahead and start getting these gigs and stuff. And speaking from my own experience, you can get these gigs because I'm getting stuff, and it's not big stuff, but I'm not trained. I'm not trained. You know more. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because on paper, I don't know. Well, I guess I had on-the-job training.
Yeah.
That's what I can call it. On-the-job training with being in the plays.
You've been on stage, and that is as we've discussed before, that is a whole different type of acting and projecting and stuff. Yeah. And so, hold on. Got to pause.
Oh, yay.
Got to pause for a super chat. $5 super chat comes in from Chloe,
Sissy.
Also known as Sissy. Thank you. Thank you so much up there.
Thank y'all.
I want to talk about one of them salt of the earth people. That chick right there. She's an educator and special ed educator. Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you, have y'all seen the kids of the day in these classes? I don't care what state you're in, what city you're in, here in the USA. And she's dealing with that?
Yeah, on a different level.
Salt of the daggum earth. Thank you so much. And it's hilarious because she put it in the chat. I figured out all by myself. On her own self, how to figure it out.
I'm so glad you figured it out
on
your own self.
She's definitely not the most technically inclined. Which is always hilarious. Some of her old stories back in the day, but she's gotten much better. Love it. Thank you again for the super chat there. But yeah, what I was saying is looking at your body of work with the stuff you did on those stages, that's a whole different level of acting and a whole different level of getting the message across to the audience, you know. Mm-hmm. And I'm just a dude that's been sitting in front of a camera for the last 10 plus years, just talking into the void. I don't even know if people are looking on the other side, you know, but that's all I've been doing. So at the very least, I know how to put the camera at eye level and look into the camera and speak. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I got.
Well, you're learning stuff to say too. You're memorizing things.
Yeah. And then trying to learn lines and stuff. That's interesting. Which reminds me, so tomorrow I got a meeting to go over a script, and I put a couple snippets of the script into the Patreon, to the paid Patreon members. Only they could see it. Woo-wee. It's tongue twister technical, and I could do it. And yeah, when you put your headphones near the mic, that's why you're getting a hum. So
do you know the technical words though?
Yeah, they're technical words.
You know them already.
Yeah, it's just the way that it's written.
But at least you know the words.
Well, I mean, it's words like acetone, stuff like that. Acetone, vinegar, polymer.
Oh, okay.
So just think about. Some things, it could just be a word salad to say. Mm-hmm. And, and even just in your general conversation, you want to say something and you'll stumble over your own words because you're like, let me go back and try to simplify. It's that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to it because they're going to have a teleprompter. That's going to make it a lot easier for me.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
That's going to make it a lot easier for me. But I shared some of it with the Patreon members and the paid Patreon members. The free people didn't get it. And I dared them to try to read it aloud. And so most of them, of course, were like, man, shit, no. You know? No. But I challenged them and, got to stop the press. Another super chat just come in. Ozone Nightmare, $5 super chat. Thank you. He says, Pothead for my wife was outstanding. She was tearing up. And I had a rare privilege of surprising her with something gorgeously unique. So that right there,
that's what it is.
That's a credit to you.
That's what it is. That's so cool.
That's a credit to you.
I'm going to tear up. Because it's like, I love Sally Shock too. And I wanted to do so much extra to it, but you can't really. It's like, it's Sally Shock.
Yeah.
And
you're trying to be on brand still.
Yeah. Not
on brand, but still with your flair.
Yeah. I don't want to do, but that makes me so happy that she loved her. And there's not another one like it.
Damn
ever.
Right.
That's what I like about these two.
An applause to you for that there.
Thank you.
Ozone Nightmare, thank you for the super chat. Real talk.
Ozone Nightmare.
Real talk. And speaking of Ozone Nightmare, I put the challenge out there to read part of that snippet. This dude, he had the balls to try it.
So I'm sure he did it.
He had the balls to try it. So I wanted to give him some credit here. So let me see if I can hit play. Can you hear this?
Acetone, the finish destroyer. Found in nail polish remover and paint thinners, acetone can strip or cloud your floor's protective finish within seconds. Even small spills leave visible blemishes, while larger ones may require professional refinishing. What to do? Wipe spills immediately with a hardwood-safe cleaner, then dry thoroughly. For minor surface damage, use a matching stain pen. For widespread issues, consult a flooring specialist.
It's not bad, right?
Didn't sound bad to me.
Not bad, right? Now my question is on how many takes was that, cuz? how many takes was that? Let me know that number. Yeah, bullshit. He says one take. Bullshit. Not kidding. Are you serious?
Well, I mean,
damn, nice, dude. Okay.
I think about just the emails. He knows how to communicate for sure.
He says
and the responses to things.
He says in the chat, I read it aloud once, then did it. Okay, all right. Well, I believe you then. 'Cause, yeah, damn. Nice work. Drop the freaking mic, says Cinder Fractal. Yeah. So that one was good, and the other one was this
Vinegar, the stealthy saboteur.
Hear that? Let's pause right there. That's literally written. The stealthy saboteur.
Yeah, the stealthy.
Vinegar's acidity erodes floor finishes over time, dulling their shine. Mixed with water, another wood enemy, it accelerates damage by seeping into seams and pores. What to do? Avoid vinegar-based cleaners entirely. If spilled, blot gently and use a pH-neutral hardwood cleaner to restore balance.
Again, very good. Very good.
So I'm thinking, since you're saying this, that means...
That's how I felt reading this Cinder Fractal. Suffering succotash. That's exactly how I felt reading those things.
Maybe that's because of that country accent.
Yeah, I'm sure my natural way of speaking is part of my downfall.
Especially with the thes. Mm-hmm. You probably need to say the, like the actual TH, not the D.
Yeah, maybe. maybe. Jeez, but it's. I thought that was really good, Ozone. I got to give you your props. My only bit of feedback to you, and I'm going to say this because I listen to your podcast as well. Ozone Nightmare Podcast. Your levels are always low. If you're exporting, see if you can figure out a way to export to -16 or -17 LUFS, LUFS. Okay. That'll put you in the standard with broadcasts. Because every time I listen to podcasts, everybody's is pretty even. And then when his comes on, I always have to crank the volume up. And then when it goes off and goes to the next podcast, I'm rushing to crank it down because everybody else is so much louder. Yeah, so set your LUFS to minus 16 and you'll be within range of most of the standards out there. So good to go. But your quality of the audio is clean. Sounds good.
I wish I could read like that.
And it's
I wish I could
it's
read
a
like
challenge.
that. I'm reading aloud, but you don't have an audience, so that probably takes away a little bit. But I don't know.
Possible. Yeah, that's possible.
But saying those words and reading no, I got to. It's a good thing actors get a chance to memorize stuff. I hate cold reading. Oh my God.
Yeah, cold reading's hard.
I absolutely hate it. I screw up every time.
And
I
that's
stutter. If they went on everything on cold reads, I probably never get work.
And no, it ain't like that.
I don't like it.
But the auditions that I do, they're essentially cold reads, but since I have the power of doing the editing myself, I'll edit myself. You know, I'll read a couple lines, and if I flub it, I pause and then read the line again. And then when it's time to edit, I know where the pause is, cut the pause, put it together. Yeah. You know,
I try to do that on my phone.
I think the main, and pausing again because yes, we got another super chat coming up in here.
Thank you,
Phyllis Hauser. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. We really do appreciate you doing that, especially being here on a Monday and early.
I really appreciate it. That's really yes, thank you.
But yeah, it when doing these voiceover auditions, it's easier for me because I know how to edit the audio. You know, I got a system, and when I pull the script up, I literally have it right there in front of me, and the mic's right there, and I just blah 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 screwed up. I'll clap, and I know if I clap, when you're looking at the waveform, you see the spike. So when I go back to do the edit, I already know there's a spike. Just delete everything in front of that because it's crap. Yeah, you know, and it just makes it a lot easier. So maybe y'all can use that as a tip too. What are you laughing at?
At least I know why you be.
Oh, because you hear me clapping?
Yeah, this damn clapping. I'm like, did he just get a job?
No.
Because you confuse me because you do that when you get work too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
but you doing a whole lot of clapping, don't come out and tell me you got a job or anything. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's not that.
No, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. And it's normally like 2 or 3 clap. Yeah. Something like that. Because that's all I need to see is just that spike when I go back and post. But yeah, hopefully for y'all getting into this stuff, maybe y'all can use that tip too to help speed up your workflow. We're going to pause for a quick break here. I should have paused at least one more time earlier, but we'll do that now. Thank y'all for hanging out with us early in the week. Everyday people doing everyday shit. I'm Aunt Pruitt. She's Phoebe Pruitt. Y'all stay right there. We'll be right back after this quick break. And we are back. Everyday people doing everyday shit. Aunt Pruitt sitting here on this here mic. Phoebe Pruitt sitting there on that there mic. And Biscuit is now off of the camera, and all you can see is his tail end, which is not a pretty sight. But
come here.
Anyway, as he jumps up on the chair. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. If you haven't joined the extended family, our Patreon extended family, feel free to join now. Just go to patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt, and you can join for free. And you'll get most of the content there, but you won't get all of the content. If you're in the paid tier, you get some additional stuff there and additional conversations. That is my social media platform of choice. So when we're hanging out and just chit-chatting about the random stuff happening in the week or the fried chicken from yesterday, that's where those conversations are happening, not on any of those social media platforms. So feel free to join the Patreon community. And also, and I do read YouTube comments too, but that's it. I don't check notifications for the other stuff. It's just, no, I'm not giving those people any more and they making money off of me. You know what I'm saying? So screw that.
I really, really, really did like that chicken though.
Another super chat just coming from Joe. $5. Thank you. He says, funny you bring up levels. Now I'm doing more video. I literally thought a few days back of hiring you to train me on making better content.
What? What? Oh, that's what's up. But I do have a question though.
Go ahead. What's your question, dear?
For Ozone, he said that he couldn't do it in front of people. So you don't really think that you could read them vinegar commercials and
You said it.
And acetone commercials in front of people?
I think he can personally
I do
because
too.
I've seen him in the Twit community, and we have cameras there, and it records. So yeah.
Well, I don't know about all of that.
I
I've
think he
never
could.
seen him in action. I'm just
No.
what I hear.
Yeah, I think he could too.
And
So
how he sounds.
but now he's mentioning doing more video work. Dude, yeah, just hit me up, and you don't have to hire me for that. You already know what you're doing, and I'm more than happy to help you out. So yeah, just hit me up. And I see Tanya has joined. Finally here, she says.
Miss Tanya Wyman.
She says, long story, but I had to get home to jump on. Yeah, you city folks. Travel is always a challenge, I swear.
I want to go over there. I'm going to eventually get to New York one day.
I like New York. New York's pretty daggum cool. I will say, though, it surprised me how dirty it was.
I know you told me how dirty it is.
That shit.
It's different level dirty, though. Everywhere.
I'm telling you, I had no idea what a dirty city would look like. Because it's not like all cities are just pristine clean. You're not going to just go outside of this apartment and just pick up something off the ground and eat it because you assume it's dirty.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee, New York City, man.
You don't even want to wear your shoes in your house, do you, after you walk around?
Most people don't.
I wouldn't.
Most people
I would leave
don't.
them bitches on the porch.
Oh, my God.
But then somebody would steal them. You just have to have a whole bunch of shoes.
I remember getting off the plane and I got off the plane, got in a cab to go see my homie who lived in Brooklyn at the time. And I'm in the cab and just looking at the filth leaving the airport, number one. Mm-hmm. And it was, that was LaGuardia back before they cleaned up LaGuardia. Yeah, back before they cleaned it up. So it was already filthy. Then we get out on I think it's called the Brooklyn Queen Exchange, BQE. Started to get there. Just trash everywhere. I saw so much trash. I told a joke to somebody. I said, I saw so much trash. I saw a pigeon flying with paper stuck to its back. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And then one of my friends told me, you should see Philly. That's scary.
Really?
Yeah. If Philly is dirtier than New York, oh my gosh.
No. Well, I haven't been, so I haven't been since I can't remember all of that. Definitely wasn't driving, so I need to go as an adult.
Tanya says, yeah, it could be skeevy. Everyone leaves their shoes near the door. Yep.
Near the door.
Wow. Y'all can have that. Oof. I'll just come there to visit. That's about it, man. I want to go there to visit and eat. Want to do that again in New York. The pizza is just life-changing. So let me give you folks an update with what's going on and happening on my perspective here. So as we said at the beginning of the show, we're starting early because there was no way we're going to be able to record on Wednesday. She's starting her crew responsibilities with the theater and the JC. So the evenings are going to be up in the air on that. I have a shoot on Wednesday that's going to be dealing with some of those word salads that I'm not worried about because I got a teleprompter, so I'll be straight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to crush it on Wednesday. The day after that, I have another shoot in Oakland, I think. Yeah,
you said Oakland.
Got another shoot in Oakland that I just booked, another small shoot. So I was busy. And then Friday, something else was happening Friday.
You going to SAC sometime.
Yeah, I think Friday I got to go to Sacramento. I think.
It's not Wednesday?
No, that's Wednesday. Shit, I don't know. The calendar's full, and I'm grateful. The calendar's full, and I'm grateful. So that's why we're not doing any of the recording at our regular time. But I wanted to talk about last week's shoot because this was one where I'm featured again, and I'm really, really, really pumped about that because I want to do more features. You know, it's nice to do the background stuff because that's the really, 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 really easy modeling work. Mm-hmm. You just sit there and wait, you know. But I want to be featured more and try to get some bigger and better gigs. You know, so
you want to act.
So not your level of acting. Let's go ahead and get that clear now. I'm not. I don't want to be in TV like that, like a sitcom. I have no desire for that. I have no desire to be in the movies, you know, but I am totally cool with being the next Aunt Pruitt from State Farm.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Or the next Aunt Pruitt from Old Spice. Or Mr. Clean, or being the next Mr. Clean.
Yes, we could do it. We could absolutely do Mr. Clean.
I'm totally fine with doing that. You got to
start eating more.
I'm totally fine with doing that stuff. So that's or dude, here's your Dale. Yes, that was a classic commercial. Yeah. So yeah, Tanya, you get that.
Oh my God, I thought
that was loud. You thought you hit the mic. But bless your heart. That's my bad. I had that volume.
Oh my God. I was like,
volume was a little hot on that because Joe's audio was low. See, again, we was listening to Joe's audio, and yeah, so it's all right. But so last week's shoot, I can't say who it was for yet, but it was nice, and I'm really looking forward to hitting it because it's really well done. At least what I saw in the shoot was really well done. I don't know how the edit's gonna look, but the shoot,
it's yours then, honey.
Man, it's gonna be great.
Yes, it is.
And so I'm heading over there to the shoot in Oakland, and left in plenty of time. Got the freaking Petaluma, couldn't see shit. Mm-hmm. So much fog happened here, just totally at random, to where it slowed everybody down. Not just me, it slowed everybody down. Mm-hmm. So I'm pushing along. I called the production, and they were cool because it was like, yeah, we're late too.
The fog slipped. It will shut everything down if you can't see. The
only people that were on time were the crew, because they got there extra early to set up all of the stuff and, you know, for the shoot or whatever. But everybody else was late. And so I'm just pushing along. And then a light comes on in my car. It's like, hey, your car is getting hot. And I'm like, no, it ain't. This gauge looks good. And it was like, your car's getting hot. Fortunately, it happened right as I'm getting to the shoot. I said, okay, I'm turning the car off. It'll cool off for the rest of the day here. No worries. I get out the car. They had a car to pick me up, to take me to the location to shoot. It was nice. I pulled into the little parking thing, and the security's there. And I expected that. And I said, I'm Ant. And they said, yep, okay. So I parked. I'm getting my stuff out of the car because they told me to bring 2 blazers just in case, which I didn't need. So I'm grabbing my blazers, and then this car pulls up behind me, one of them fancy van things. It's like, hey, all right, taking you to the shoot. I'm like, well, it's just right there. I'm just going to walk, you know? No, we're going to take you to the shoot, you know? I'm like, cool, I'll take this. But it was a lot of fun, and being able to hang out with the wardrobe person who happened to be from this area too, and listening to some of her stories. She's been doing it for 30 something years. And the dark side of it is the industry apparently is trying to cut wardrobe people out because it saves them money. So they've been telling talent, and I've seen this, they tell talent to bring this and that to wear for wardrobe. I'm fine with that because I know I fit weird. shirt sleeves are usually too short, that kind of thing, or breeches don't fit because my legs, and she's telling me that whole story, but we worked it all out, and everything that she picked out looked great. Makeup artist, outstanding dude. Because again, our black skin don't always look good on camera.
Right.
I mean, we have all of these great lights. Green. Yeah. We have all of these great lights and stuff like that, but our skin doesn't always look good. And the makeup artist, he's aware of that. Now I laugh because he's like, and he opens up one of his containers, and the stuff was a little dried out. Because he ain't worked on nobody black in a long time.
Exactly.
I laughed at it, and he was a good sport about it. It went really well. But he's like, man, I'm glad you're here because it also lets me know that I need to make sure I have all of my stuff together.
For everybody. Not
just the white dudes and white women that come up in there, But it went well, and the shoot went really fast. I wrapped a lot sooner than I thought I would. Got ready to go, and here's your car. We'll take you back to your car. And, well, I can just walk. No, it's right over here. You get in. I said, okay. Because that's just that was nice.
Somebody's getting paid to do that. Yeah. Don't try to take their job away.
It was nice. So I get in the car and I make my way back towards the house here, and then the car broke down, and I'm like, what? Did YouTube just crash? YouTube just crashed. Hold on, let's refresh YouTube. So I'm gonna have to give you your monitor back 1 second here. YouTube, don't you crash on me. There you go. All right, so let me give you your live chat back, and all right. I see YouTube is back now. And you should have your little window back too, right?
Yes.
You good to go?
Yes.
All right, live chat. Y'all see us okay?
Yes.
Ozone says he sees me. Audio is getting here. There it goes. All right. There we go. But anyway, so head back and my car decides to break down. That warning from earlier in the day was a symptom. And it broke down in Petaluma. Water pump. Shit happens. It is what it is. So I get back home and I started thinking about just that particular day and everything that it entailed. And I was like, you know what? I got to push this stuff. I want to just keep pushing and applying. So I went into my filters for the casting networks and all of that stuff. And I've been changing my filters and digging through stuff and figured out that I've missed a couple different opportunities out there because the filters was wrong. Something would show up that needed to be submitted by yesterday, that kind of thing. And I'm like, dang, why didn't I see this earlier? And so I've been playing with the filters and still just trying to apply as much as I freaking can and audition virtually as much as I can. I don't know how many times I pulled a little backdrop out and put it down. But I think it's the way to go because still at the end of the day, those are the only ways I'm getting a bite of communication. And then it also made me think about you. I'm like, if I can do this shit, she can do this shit.
Yeah. It's different performing in front of a camera for me versus people. So doing those little scenes that I had to do, that peanut butter commercial.
Yeah.
That was interesting for me, I think. Because I'm just talking to the
little black box there. Yeah. And the thing
that's
is,
gonna take some practice for me.
And that's the thing. I'm totally comfortable with that. When I was with that one company that hired me before they let me go back in December, part of my training was I was going to have to do some presentations. And so I'm going through the notes and the presentations, and it wasn't clicking. But what I did is I took a webcam and I just stuck a webcam on top of a monitor. It wasn't on, but I stuck the webcam on top of the monitor, and I remember the lady's face at the time when I did that. Okay. Ran through it, crushed it. And she was like, that was by far the best, blah, 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 blah. And I said, yeah, I think it's because I need the camera. Because that's all I've been doing is just staring into the barrel of these lenses. And I just got used to knowing, okay, maybe somebody's watching, maybe somebody's not. But I don't care what's going on over here, who's sitting there. This is all I'm worried about. And
okay.
Weird, but
that's
it
not
worked.
Me.
But it worked.
Yes, good.
You know,
I got to see everything. I want to know.
Nah, that ain't me. Yeah, but that's what happened with the shoot last week. We're still going to figure out the car thing because we're down a car until I get funds to get it fixed and all of that. It'll come, but I'm optimistic because I got another shoot that came in next week, and I got some good news from I'll say it because it's freaking public. Adobe is on the casting stuff, and Adobe was looking for somebody. So I put my name in the hat. Holy shit, they gave me a message. Hey, let's take it to the next step. You know, so we'll see what happens with that. But it still just sort of made me laugh that I don't know how many times I apply for gigs.
It wasn't your turn.
At Adobe through their actual job site kind of thing. But yet here in this casting stuff, they're looking for, and then my name shows up. Well, yeah. Like, okay.
That's awesome.
So we will see. Hopefully I get it. It's nothing's confirmed yet, but I at least made the cut. That kind of thing.
That's a lot.
And the live chat is cheering for me. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. We're going to pause one more time for one quick break. I have one little thing that I wanted to pull up from our show prep notes just to get your thoughts on. I'm Aunt Pruitt. She's Phoebe Pruitt. And this is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit. Y'all stay right there. We'll be right back after this. And we're back, Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit. Hanging out here live on YouTube. If you're watching live, go ahead and hit thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff to continue to boost the signal. Apparently, YouTube liked last week's video because it's getting a few more views than normal. And I think it's because of the Just Hilarious name being in it. Oh. You know, that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
But I'll ride on those coattails and try to clear my throat again.
Say we're syncing up in there.
Pardon why. Oh,
Tanya says we're syncing.
We're syncing. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you. I see that in the chat now. So there's a couple stories in here, but I'm just going to scroll all the way back to another one that's from a couple weeks ago that we didn't get to touch on. And I only clicked on it. Well, I only put it in here because after I watched it, I thought of you immediately in your career. And let me see if I can share the screen. So click that. Y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
Survey says.
Yes,
all right. Good.
I do.
So now I'm gonna clear my throat one more time. And I'm gonna hit play. This is titled "Stroke Left Me with an Italian Accent This Morning." But if you hear this,
or phrase, isn't that right, Babs?
Yes, Babs. It certainly is. But imagine waking up one day to find yourself speaking in a completely different accent.
Italian accents.
That is exactly what's happening.
These are British.
Althea Bryden from North London, after suffering a stroke last year, Althea was shocked to discover she'd just suddenly started in a talking in a full-blown Italian accent.
And what's even more shocking, not only does Althea not speak a word of Italian, she's never even been to Italy.
She joins us now alongside her husband, Winston.
Isn't that crazy?
Good morning to both of you. Thank you for joining us.
So I'm going to skip because she doesn't speak just yet. Her partner starts out the conversation most of the time. So I'm going to skip ahead and listen to this woman start talking.
realized that I'd been taken from my house, from my bed.
Sure.
None of this, a big surprise.
And can you talk at this time or not?
No, I'm not
And
speaking at this time.
that must be terrifying.
It
to
is so
hear all this
horrible.
stuff and not be able to say a word.
So now I'm just pointing to things all the time. And I've been,
What?
you
obviously can understand everything. And
yes, but nothing can come from my mouth. I'm just like this.
I mean, even the
But,
mannerisms.
You asked about the speech. Now, it was August. The 1st of August, I have a surgery.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see
Do
this.
you hear
now.
this?
yeah, we can see.
Okay,
yeah.
so there was something growing in my neck.
Is it a carotid web?
Carotid web,
Yeah.
that is it, yes.
So
they tell me it was stopping.
Okay, so again, can you imagine?
No.
That's, and there's nothing that she can do about it.
A stroke.
She had a stroke and then went to the hospital and they were treating her and she wakes
She couldn't
up.
speak.
No, she could speak. But after her treatment, she woke up and just didn't sound like herself. There's part in there where she says she started talking to tell someone, like a family member or whatever was in the room, to tell them something. And
She heard her.
She heard herself and started looking around like, who else is in this room?
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
But
And she sounds, I don't know what Italians sound like,
That-
but that I heard the E.
That was
the
Italian.
little part on the end, especially with they.
yeah,
That
was Italian.
Wow.
That was an English speaking person from Italy. That is exactly what that sounded like to me. But I watched that and it made me think about you and all of your worldly talents and stuff. And because there was one point in time you were always throwing these accents out there.
I know.
Do you think you could do an Italian one?
Mm-mm.
You couldn't?
That's not one of mine.
So you're only doing the Latin or Hispanic?
I would only do a Hispanic one or an Asian one.
Okay. What about
Or
a British
British
one? You can
one.
do British? Let me hear your British.
I'm not sure if you want to hear my British, but I do like to talk like this sometimes. But I need to listen to a little bit more. You do know that.
Well, let's
in order
listen.
for me
The blood
to.
flow. And then
Oh no.
later on I go back to sleep.
Well, let's just listen to the broadcaster, this
I can tell
black
you
lady
afterwards.
here.
You're shocking, not only
All right. And first off, that woman's pretty. I'll just go ahead and get that out of the way now. She's pretty, but her voice,
does
listen to it.
Althea not speak a word of it.
Suddenly started in an Italian accent.
I did
And what's
hear.
even more shocking, not only does
Shocking.
Althea not speak a word of
Not
Italian,
speak.
she's never even been to Italy.
She joined us now.
Never been to Italy.
I couldn't do it.
You sure?
I recognize these
Have you
accents. I
ever
can
tried
hear.
to sit there and watch your show Ted Lasso and not try to
I love Ted Lasso.
say that? I love to hear them talk about Phoebe.
Yeah.
I love to hear them say
That's
Phoebe
pretty damn
is
good.
so good. I love to hear
Damn
that.
good. That's pretty damn good. Damn. Live chat loves it too. Wow.
So it's time for me to get casted and get these braces out my mouth and do some more public speaking so that I can get through this thing here and move it on up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Một pa ba bốn năm sáu bảy tám chín mười.
Now, I don't know what the hell that was. Is something? Is that one of the Asian languages?
That's Vietnamese. I just counted to 10.
Wow. Yeah. But I watched that video and I immediately thought of you, especially with that black woman right there. And just listening to how she enunciates and all of that's over my head. Now I can't speak that way, but I can differentiate it. Like if you were to give me a blind test, I could differentiate that between British and like Australian.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or
What's the difference?
I can pick up on some of that stuff, and when the other lady started speaking in Italian, I was like, oh my, she's not faking that.
No,
she's not faking.
She sounded really good. She sounded really good.
Pretty scary.
And another one I cannot do, and that is Irish.
I can't. I can't speak that way, but I can differentiate it between, the other lady started speaking in Italian. I was like, oh my, that's she's not faking that. she's not faking. Pretty scary.
And another one I cannot do, and that is Irish.
Oh, they're funny because
because that's what I hear. I
say that one more time.
can't do it. It's just like it's I don't know how to do it.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
I cannot do that. It's a hard one.
Theirs is a little more. Well, actually, the British is a bit more sing-songy too, as far as ending on an upper octave at the end of their sentences. You know.
I wish I could think of the proper word for the
Phoebe, you want to go to lunch? Yeah, you know, or
Phoebe, you want to go to lunch? Yeah.
Yeah, it's and I believe the Irish is the same way. It sort of ends on an up note.
Yeah, but theirs is more like a question, like on the end, like you want to go to lunch? No, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try. Don't give me the try. I can't do it.
But it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Anyway.
And I don't even know if I could do Hispanic because
then cadence too, like
that's
your sister
cadence.
says.
Yes, thank you. See, my sissy knows that's why she teaches special needs because her little sister was one.
Lord, no, you are.
Yes, Lord, I am, and she is so good with learning me.
Unbelievable. Sweet. Well, all right. Well, that is all I'll show for today. There's plenty of other stuff in the queue that I wanted to talk to you about, or at least just run by you, get your 2 cents on it, because man, I tell you, these internets is crazy. it's some crazy stuff happening out there, and people are saying some crazy stuff or some really wild, unusual stuff, like this lady in London area that now speaks with an Italian accent. Even though she's never been to Italy a day in a damn life. I
can only imagine waking up and not sounding like myself. I'm like, am I a new person? Am I on a different planet? Have I crossed over? Is this my new life?
She literally turned around to look and see if someone else was in the room as she started talking. And that's crazy. That is. We got a super chat that came in here from our resident Italian, Mr. Ozone Nightmare. Thank you for $5. It says Italian accents are easy. Just add the letter A to the end of the words and whip your hands all over the place. There's nothing to it. Oh God, he really simplified that, and damn it, it's spot on.
Let me see.
Add an A to the end of every word. And move your hands around.
And move your hands around. Oh, yeah, that is right. I will try that. That is right. Yeah.
Joe Esposito. Nailed it, sir. Oh, we got a request. Phoebe, can you do the Valley Girl accent?
Who asked that?
Cinder Fractal. Unfortunately, she can. Oh, God. I'm going to close my ears. Go ahead.
I don't understand why you think you need to close your ears. Oh, my God. Like, totally. We moved out here. I wanted to hear the people talk. Like,
okay, and I'm cutting your mic now. Done.
If they really sounded like this. So I go over here to the school, right? And they totally do, like, oh my God. I sit and listen to them talking.
All right, we heard you.
And
okay, good. Thanks.
I don't think you really got the full effect of it, though.
Yep, we're done.
You didn't really let me get into it.
Nope, we're done. I'll cut your mic.
Unbelievable.
Folks,
whatever.
Thank y'all for being with us here. If I can get this edited today, I will. If not, I'll have it out, by the regular time, so on and so forth. And as usual, our fine extended family in the Patreon community will get it first, unedited, and with all of the flubs and screw ups as usual. Thank y'all for being here each and every week, even in a erratic schedule like this week. Please feel free to tell more folks about the show. Tell folks that we're just hanging out and talking. And I got to keep doing this stuff because casting people are actually looking at this. I put my name in the hat for one earlier this morning. They said, hey, we're looking for people that know how to podcast.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm like, okay, sure, I got you on that one. No biggie, sir. And then they're like, well, we need to see pictures or video and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, yeah, easy. Got all that. This will be so hard to pull off.
That's what's up.
So people are looking for that kind of content. Oh, wait a minute. I got a bone to pick. That reminds me.
She said, gag me with the spoon.
Gag me with the spoon. Oh, God.
You totally don't like that? Oh, my God. Why not? Who says that anymore? Gag me with the spoon. What does that mean, even?
Yes, sir. She caught me off guard with that one. I'm sorry.
Me too.
You caught me off guard with that
and
one.
also,
Tanya.
Nightmare,
Sorry.
I can't say hella because we were saying hella on the East Coast. Before I moved over here, we were saying hella.
Oh, yeah.
That was not.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's Valley.
Nah.
I say that too.
Yeah.
But I was told growing up that I sounded like a Valley girl. Like, you want to be a white girl.
And you do.
I do not.
No, when you talk like that, you do. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, and otherwise you just sound squeaky, but that's another story. Okay, I'll do my rant next week. We're going to get out of here. Thank y'all again. Anything you'd like to say before we go? Yeah. No.
I'm just reading it.
Okay, good. She's on.
I'm sitting here reading all the comments. So everybody's so much fun. It's fun hanging out with you all. Thank y'all for being here.
Oh, you bunch
I got to go to work tonight.
Oh, you bunch of weirdo extended family members, every single one of you. Bunch of weirdos. We love y'all and we thank y'all. Hey, getting up out of here. Thanks again. Just keep spreading the word. Let's keep getting this show growing. Be sure to do something good for yourself and do something good for someone else. Know that it's okay to love you some you, and know that it's okay to sometimes just take a nap in the middle of the day. You know, just like this dude. All right, folks. See y'all later. Deuces.